What is going on, Notre Dame fans? Mike Singer and Tim Hyde from Blue and Gold with big news. Notre Dame landing elite 2023 running back Jeremiyah Love. Picked the Irish over Texas A&M, Michigan, Alabama, and many other top schools. I know you like this news, so please go ahead and hit the thumbs up on this video and go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get all of our coverage of Notre Dame football and recruiting. Tim, really big news for the Irish. I truly do believe that he is a five-star caliber talent. You see the rankings on the screen. The On3 consensus has mess, which the consensus ranks equally weighs all four media outlets and spits it together in this formula. So it has him as the number 62 overall player nationally, number 5 running back. But I really believe he's a top 30 player nationally and one of the top couple running backs in the country. I know it's a really good running back class, but Tim, your thoughts on this commitment? It really is a big one for the Irish.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's a massive commitment. Let's just go to your opening statement right there, talking about elite. You've got Jeremiyah Love. I went back, all the way just, from Kelly to now, 2010 to 2013, or 2023, It's a lot of running backs. You got Love, you add in Jaden Lamar and Dylan Edwards. It's going to be 23 running backs, Mike. 23 running backs Notre Dame has signed in this long period of time. Jeremiyah Love is going to be the second highest ranked running back in this period. The second, the highest ranked is 2013 with Greg Bryant, who was, tremendous football player out of Florida. And then check this out. He is also he's only going to be the second running back signed, which I found this fascinating, to be ranked in the top 10 of the positional rankings. He's only going to be one of 5 ranked in the top 100 nationally. And then I know Notre Dame fans are going to love this stat. There's been more 3-stars at 8 3-stars than there's been top 100 running backs. That shows you how elite I think your opening line is with Jeremiyah Love. This is a tremendous football player, athleticism. He's an SEC tailback. He's a running back that could play anywhere in the SEC. You throw his film, you put his athleticism, his size. I mean, we talked about him months ago. The way he runs outside zone, he could play anywhere from Alabama to you name it. He could play there. He is a true SEC running back coming to South Bend, Indiana to play for Coach Freeman.
Yeah, Tim, and when we talk about SEC running back, like what does that mean? He's just
a dude.
Like a dude. That combination of you're too big to be running like that. Yeah. You're too big. Like, how are you this fast?
Yep.
How do you have that athleticism? I mean, Tim, when I saw him, and we'll show these clips later in the video, but he's bouncing off dudes like he's Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
And then, has the speed of, like Chris Johnson. Yeah. It's like, holy crap. Like, this dude is legit. Somehow, some way, he was a late bloomer. He didn't really have offers as a junior in high school, which this is the film you're seeing. He didn't really blow up until this spring. It's like, how in the world did this guy, again, this is junior film, how did he stay a hidden gem this long? Of course, now he's all the sites have come around. He's a top 100 player for sure. And again, I think that this is a 5-star caliber type of talent. So Tim, he does so many different things at the high school level. He can play running back, slot. I know some schools are even, I think Michigan, which was a head scratch why Michigan was recruiting him as a cornerback. This is slow mode. I mean, look at some of these moves. He can do it all, Tim. I mean, just put the football in his hands.
No, I agree. It's funny. You're talking about rankings. He may even be a tad low at number 5 on the consensus ranking. He is. When you compare him to those other guys, 2 of them are going to Alabama. He could easily be one of those 2 guys that are going to Alabama. He's that good. He is, man, he's electric. And I love that quote you just said right there, Mike, about being a late bloomer. He's got so much growth to do. He's got an NFL caliber, Super Bowl winning running back coach that's going to coach the heck out of him, coach him hard, love him up, and make him the best football player that he can be for Notre Dame.
Look at him in an H-back role here.
I mean, look at the hand. Look at him catch the ball. He's just smooth. Imagine him on a screen pass. So he's bringing so much. And I think that's kind of like an offensive skill class in general. when you look at the receivers that are coming, you look at Dylan Edwards, who's going to be a complement slot, type of a back, put him back there, screen the motions Coach Reese is doing with these running backs this year. These 3 running backs they got coming in could play everywhere. And it's a great class as a group, but Jeremiyah Love is just an elite tailback that Notre Dame is not, they've not had a big time guy that could just go boom, 1 to 60 in a heartbeat, so to speak, miles per hour. He's awesome to watch. And I love the fact that you've seen him live.
Oh,
and the film
so
that
good.
you have, he is just awesome to watch.
Tim, I feel like Notre Dame running back recruiting has really taken a step up here in recent years, from Jafar Armstrong to the young man from St. Pete, Florida, who's escaping me. His name starts with a J. I don't know why. I can't
Was
remember.
that Tony Jones?
Tony Jones. Yeah, Tony Jones.
IMG, yeah.
Fine players, but you go from Kyron Williams in 2019 to Chris Tyree the next year, Logan Diggs, Audric Estime 2020, and then this past year, Jadarian Price is a darn good back, and he's hurt. Otherwise, I think we'd be seeing him some this year. And then this 2023 cycle, my understanding is that Jaden Lamar is the one true back that Notre Dame has signed, like guy that they are bringing in with he's a running back. Yes. And then you got Dylan Edwards, who's listed at 5'8", 155. He is just the freak speedster. I mean, highly productive player in the state of Kansas, the Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year last year. And then Love, who he's a running back for sure, but he's someone else who you can put in the slot. You can do a lot of different things with him. So think about, man, why are they bringing in 3 running backs? It's because, one, these are all darn good players. It's hard to turn down any of these guys. And 2, they are also versatile that, Notre Dame needs receivers. Well, you have some guys here that can do that as well. So, Tim, thoughts on running back recruiting? Thank you, Lance Taylor, and hello, Mr. Dylan McCullough.
Yeah, Coach McCullough is just, he's gone out and got these guys. He went out and got, Lamar. That was definitely one. Hidden gem in Dylan Edwards, right? Dylan Edwards, no one had heard about. He's going to K-State, and and you've reported at Blue and Gold how hard the 2 in-state schools are trying to, they're battling to try and get him to stay. So, but he's a stud, and Jeremiyah Love is just the icing on the cake. This has been a long, it feels like for this class and recruiting in general, a long wait, and he's done his homework, which I love that he's gone to Notre Dame multiple times. He's done the A&M. He's really done his due diligence, as you like to talk about, which is so true in recruiting. And I really respect that out of Jeremiyah Love, where he's taken his time, the patience, he's looked at everything, he's built that rapport, and he's going to put his faith in Coach McCullough, who's going to coach the living heck out of him. And that's going to be exciting to watch him develop with these other backs, And you say real quick on the 3 running backs coming in, Chris Tyree is going to be a senior. Diggs and Estime are going to be juniors. So now you got this influx of this great freshman class coming in, which is going to be really good to see them learn from those old. It's going to be an older running back room next year, and that's going to look really good for 2024.
Look at these offers. I mentioned the 4 earlier. You got Oregon, LSU, Miami, Penn State, USC, Tennessee. I mean, the list just goes on and on. You got 2 pages of offers. That's typically
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's usually a good thing there. So, very good stuff. Notre Dame picking up Jeremiyah Love. National Signing Day is 2 months away. I think it might be close to 2 months to the day. Maybe it's 9 weeks or so. So you got to battle to keep hold of Jeremiyah Love. There's some of these other schools, there's no way they're just going to say, okay, Notre Dame, all yours. They're going to keep fighting because he is just that good. So please do head to blueandgold.com. All of the coverage of this news and so much more on Notre Dame's recruiting efforts. Please do hit that thumbs up before we get out of here, and we'll catch you next time.